All right, friends. Let's pause the game or turn it off. Nice.
Justin. That's who played Uno with us. Justin Case.
He's not here anymore.
I
All right. Excuse you.
know. No, please don't excuse me.
All right, Char.
Excuse me. Get out of my room. Don't question why I have 2 cat food. You have 2 cat food? I have like 32.
You ready? All right.
No,
Jesus, you're alone amazing. You are so good and true. Thank you for your amazing blessings. Thank you for tasty food like cheeseburgers. When we look at your creation and we are just thankful. When people share, when everyone gets to experience abundance, we all flourish. But with one takes at the harm of their neighbors, everyone gets robbed. Enjoyment gets stolen. So please, Jesus, reveal on how to share your abundance. Thank you, Jesus, that in your death and resurrection, you have already started the abundance sharing. You have declared us good, we who cling to you. And you say, as me, do yourself. And so we live that self-giving life. So reveal to us what that means today as we read the writings of the ancients again, and our generosity show us what it means to the original audience, and in turn show us what to mean in the light of your resurrection. Wonderful awesome name, Christus. Amen. Exodus chapter 1, verse 15 through chapter 2, verse 10. How to resist the authorities. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, one of whom was named Shiphrah, the second Puah, when you are delivering the Hebrew woman, look at the stones. If it is a son, kill him. But if it's a daughter, she may live. But the midwives revered God and did not do as the king of Egypt told them. They let the boys live. So do you hear that? So what are the midwives supposed to do? You know what a midwife is? So, do you know what a midwife is?
No, but they were supposed to kill the boys and let the girls live, but instead
Yeah.
they let the boys live.
So when people are pregnant, they go to the hospital, right? And usually the doctor helps them deliver the baby. Midwives help deliver the baby. Midwives are still happen today. You could order a midwife. Let's look. Hire a midwife. How much does it cost to hire a midwife? $2,000, $6,000. So it's their job to help deliver the baby. So now, when they're helping the Hebrew woman, when they're giving birth, if they see a male, they're commanded by Pharaoh, if they see a male baby, kill it.
That's so long.
If you see a female, it could live.
That's so long.
It is.
$2,000 to $6,000 just for them to disobey.
Well, this is in Hebrew times. It's a lot more different.
Yeah, then
Ancient times.
Egyptians leaders don't live at this time and they don't go stabbing everywhere.
Well, all right. But the midwives revered God and did not do as the king of Egypt told them. They let the boys live. The king of Egypt summoned the midwives and said to them, "Why have you done this thing? And let the boys live." The midwives said to Pharaoh, "Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, because they are lively. Before the midwives come to them, they give birth." God dealt well with the midwives, and the people grew numerous and strong. Because the midwives revered God, he made households for them. Then Pharaoh ordered all his people, "Every son who is born you shall throw into the Nile, but every daughter you shall let live." So he's an empire, So he's like, all right, the midwives won't do it. Now I'm summoning the rest of my people. If you see a male boy, slay him.
That's not right.
I'm happy you see that that's not right. You're right. It's not right. A man from
Bible! What?
A man from the household of Levi went and took to wife a Levite woman. The woman became pregnant and bore a son, and she saw he was lovely. She hid him for 3 months, but could not hide him any longer. So she got a papyrus container for him, tarred it with tar and bitumen, put the boy in it, and put it in the reeds by the bank of the Nile. His sister stood at a distance so she know what would happen to him. Pharaoh's daughter came down to bathe in the Nile. While her girls were walking on the bank of the Nile, she saw the container in the midst of the reeds and sent her maidservant, and she got it. She opened it and saw the child. There, the boy was crying, and she felt sorry for him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children."
So is she gonna kill him or no?
We'll see. His sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and summon you someone from the Hebrew woman who is nursing, so she can nurse the child for you?" Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." So the girl went and called the child's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this child and nurse him for me. I will give you your wages."
What
So-
are wages?
Money. So she got paid to like raise her child, pretty much. But the Egyptian princess pretty much adopted this kid and then had this Hebrew nurse and take care of him. So she paid him. "Take this child and nurse him for me. I'll give you your wages." So the woman took the child and nursed him. When the child had grown, she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She called him Moses and said, "Because I pulled him out from the water."
And this is gonna
Yep.
turn later, and now Moses splitting the sea.
Yeah.
Will we eat? No. Step line. Okay. Step. Abby, no.
Ooh.
What did you do?
Oh, there's a full screen. Nice. Righteous.
I don't like that.
All right.
I do not like that.
Booker T. Washington was born in slavery, but was later the first.
I don't like him.
You don't like it full screen?
No, I like it like that.
Well, in our other reading, we can make it full screen. Now we know there's a full screen button. You're welcome, friend. All right. Booker T. Washington was born in slavery, but was later the first principal of a Negro college in Tuskegee, Alabama, and was sometimes called the president of Black America. There is a story about a black lawyer fleeing from a lynch mob and coming to Washington's door. Washington gave him protection and helped him escape, but then denied helping the man. His lie may have saved the college campus from destruction and saved other people from being lynched. You want lynching is, Char?
Chicken?
No, this is one of those sad parts of our history where mobs, white mobs, so people with our skin tone, will go and grab black Americans, people with color skin tone, and will accuse them of wrongdoing, and then they will then hang them on a tree. It was called lynching.
Why so long?
History is brutal. Today is brutal. We're saved a lot from our sanitary.
But back I want to go. That
This is not too long ago. You mean, we're talking 100, 200 years ago. Heck, people got lynched like 50, 60, 70 years ago. Like, it's not too long ago. In history. So, wow. That was in 1981. So 1981 was the last lynch.
was like 50 years ago.
It's not, yeah. So 50 years ago.
Why?
So,
More like 52 years, right?
oh man.
Yes, no, why?
It is. That makes me very sad that it was that soon. I was thinking 1950, 1960, but 1981. Dang.
People are really.
Okay. All right. So you guys see, like,
How long this is?
it's so empires. Okay. Pharaoh, Egyptian empire. People become empires too.
That guy made it.
So Yahweh sets his face. He does put them up because they are the sword, but then also when the empires become like he does deal with empires.
That guy made us an empire.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes, go. No.
The Old Testament attitude to telling the truth is similar to the one implied by the story. Your mother used to tell you that the 10 Commandments require you to tell the truth, but they don't. They do require you to give true witness in court, but that is a more vital matter. Perjury can cost someone his or her life. Stealing a cookie probably won't. Demanding the truth is a way we parents try to control our children, and we use the 10 Commandments to that end. The Old Testament sees truth telling as part of a broader truthful relationship. Where there is a truthful relationship between people, telling the truth is part of that relationship. Where there is no truthful relationship, it does not isolate truth-telling as an obligation. Where powerful people are oppressing powerless people, the powerless are not obliged to tell the truth to their oppressor. So I tell my students, only semi-jokingly, that I am under greater obligation to tell them the truth than they are to tell me the truth. So you know how the midwives, they did not kill the boys, right? So they honored. And so when it comes, this is such a good, I'm going to have to share this section. This is really good. So when it comes to truth, it's, especially when there's an oppressor, like Pharaoh is the oppressor. Egyptians are the oppressor. When the oppressed are not obligated to tell the truth, especially when it comes to saving a life of someone. Revering authorities should be a way of revering God. But when the authorities are requiring murder, all bets are off. You give God what belongs to God as well as giving Caesar what belongs to Caesar. People can pay with their lives for revering God rather than the authorities. But on this occasion, God honors that stance, an encouragement to other people faced with their choice. That is so good. Specifically, women who are expected to kill their own babies or someone else's babies are not expected to cooperate. In the movie I Loved You So Long, Juliet Scott Thomas plays a woman who killed her child because she could no longer live with the suffering that its illness was causing it. While she serves time for a crime, she subsequently declares, "The worst prison is the death of a child. You never get out of it." Pharaoh wants to put the Hebrew midwives and the Hebrew mothers into that prison. Like Genesis, the women in the Exodus story show that they are not people who can assert too much headship over. Telling us the midwives' names makes them real people. They are not just anonymous functionaries. They are people who revere God. Exodus knows them by name. We know them by name. God knows them by name. We will later discover the names of Moses' parents and his sisters, and his sister. They too are real people. It is less important for the representatives of the Egyptian court to be so. Not naming them suggests that they are subordinate to the story. They will have plenty of prominence in the Egyptian records, which make no mention of the Israelites. The Old Testament has a different scale of values. It is not Pharaoh and his daughter who counts. Pharaoh is someone the newspapers think is important and powerful, yet he can be defeated by 3 or 4 women. Letting the baby girls live also hints at his incompetence. The stones may be the birth stool at which a woman knelt when giving birth. Killing the baby boys reduces the size of any potential Israelite fighting force, but also reduces the size of the potential Israelite workforce. Letting the girls live means they can bear many more offspring. Further, his own daughter turns out to be the means of frustrating his strategy. The womanly instincts that prompt the midwives, the mother, and the sister also prompts the princess's actions. If being brought up in the palace equipped Moses for his later role, the Bible never makes that point. If anything, being brought up in the palace is a temptation, not an asset. Pharaoh recognizes that wisdom is important in managing his empire and anticipating his problems, but he does not manifest such wisdom. Egypt had a reputation for its system of higher education and the resources it had gathered for training people in administration, yet the system totally fails it. At the moment of crisis, the people with insight are the women who have no trouble pulling the wool over Pharaoh's eyes and the woman who devised a simple plan for pulling the wool over his daughter's eyes, though maybe she is a willing accomplice. The midwives revere God. Implicitly, the mother and the sister trust God. Revering and trust are part of wisdom. In Egyptian, Moses' name means son. It is an element in names such as Tutmoses, son of the god Tut, but it is nicely similar to a rare Hebrew verb meaning pull out. All right, friends, we can start. Whew, that was a good read.
You hunted down a real bargain there in Keron's shop. Though how about we try a slightly bigger deal on for size right now?
Which bones are going to be? I'm short of coin. Bone Hydra, I hope you know this isn't personal, don't you? There we go.
Tell you, dude, you're the one who wanted to log out. The cap lock's not on? Cap lock is on, actually. No, it's still on. Here. My cap lock is on.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Cap locks do matter.
It actually does matter. A lot.
There you go. The cap lock's now off. You can hit the eye. There you go.
Cap lock matters.
And passwords, cap locks absolutely do matter. Username, emails, no.
armchair.
I'll be back.
Grail. In the name of Hades. There he is. And here we go. I'm rich. Had to handle that butterfly ball.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Butterflies. Ugh. My Lady Artemis, this is nothing next to all your grace and favor.
Hey, wait, this is an offering for me? Oh, that's very kind, though. Let's get back to hunting now, okay?
Olympus, I accept this message. Anyone there?
My greetings, young nephew. And more importantly, my blessing and my strength be with you as you journey towards your rightful home.
splitters. More target practice. Come on out. Nice. I accept this message. Let's see. Let me have it. Interesting. In the name of Hades. Let's try this instead.
Picked up their scent.
Wretches, take him now. I shall deal with you later then.
Mine now. Not what I need right now. Olympus, I accept this message.
You again? Now hold a moment, Fiend. Asterius made me aware that you recently asked of him an autograph, a tribute to his fame. As I am champion, I am prepared to generously offer mine as well.
Oh, no thanks. Appreciate the offer, though. How about a fight instead?
Oh, you... 'Twas merely a jest. I'd not have given you the cloth about my loins, much less my name. But a fight you certainly shall have. Now, I warn you, you gain no closer from me or my good companion over there.
All right, taking the shot.
At you. Well, fiend, are you yet fearful for the inevitable end to your fight?
So high, Commander.
You are forever doomed to fail.
Losing to Theseus. Achilles, I've been meaning to ask you about the odd skeleton usually standing around in the courtyard. Old acquaintance of yours? A hireling, perhaps?
That one Skelly, was it? We only met when all this business of escape began. If I have a connection to him, I'm unaware. Does he claim to know me? Perhaps I slew him when we were alive.
I don't know that that's it. So neither of us has any idea where he's from or how he got there, huh? Can you think of any leads? Nix doesn't.
Perhaps the gods of Olympus sent him to your aid? Their methods can be odd, and there are many who support you. Regardless, he does not appear to be your father's spy, if that is your concern.
Not a concern, just a morbid curiosity. Let's just have a listen.
Finally returned to your senses, haven't you, Orpheus? A court musician who refused to sing. Such nonsense. I trust there shall be no more insubordination from you moving forward.
I'm gladdened that my songs yet stir your soul, my lord. But I have to confess my choice to sing again was motivated largely by the prince. And by my muse, of course.
Still going on about your so-called muse, I see. You had your chance with Eurydice. You squandered it. And now you're here. A deal is a deal. I expect you to comply with your end of our agreement.
That's why he's stuck here, huh? Hey, did you see, boy? The old lounge is good as new again. You ought to check it out. Just don't annihilate it like you did last time.
Each savage countenance of Cerberus lights up to hear the news. Doubtless beginning to assemble stratagems for ravaging the lounging area once more.
Don't even think about it, boy. Pleasure doing business with you, Fates.
Shall we get back to business? Next, you.
I'll take it.
Your claim? What else? Absolutely denied.
You like this stuff, don't you, boy? Well, good, because I like sneaking it over to you.
The delectable taste of nectar is enough to briefly sate even the ferocious appetite of the Hound of Hell.
Truly.
I can't afford any of this. How about this, contractor? Let's see how this one turns out. Here's the fee. Maybe this knitted effigy of some sort of surface creature will keep Cerberus occupied.
Cerberus has much better things to do than play with toys.
Here you go. Cerberus won't touch these things, although some shades seem to enjoy them fine. Contractor, I have another job. House contractor, I have a new job for you. I can do better. Should take my spear.
Hey, hey. Real nice.
Time to go.
What exactly is it, boy, that makes you feel entitled to show me such disrespect? You dare not say such things to Nyx.
Nyx, give me strength. That'll do. Come and get it. The underworld's power. Where now? Thank the gods.
Living on Olympus here, I'm surrounded by my family, but I always felt alone. I know that's not the same as your experience, but I'm just saying I relate to what you're going through.
I'll make every strike count.
You are already back, and you are always welcome, son of Hades.
Merely thinking of your situation. May what power I can offer be of service as you struggle towards your fate.
Something else. You lads again, huh? Anyone else?
Hey, Zach, ever see a fellow by the name of Orpheus down there? You ever heard of him? I bet you have. And I have had a funny thought, a little jest that maybe we could try if you'd be up to have a little harmless fun.
Harmless fun at the expense of Orpheus? You have my full and complete attention, Dionysus, mate.
That chap comes up with the most smashing songs, so I was thinking maybe we could spin him into old tales, something like how maybe you and I, like, we're connected or something. He'll buy it. Tell him for me, yeah?
Time to make some changes around here. Curse of chaos has expired.
You're back.
Hello, Sisyphus, I'd meant to ask. Where are you getting all this stuff you give to me? You must be pretty well connected around here.
Oh, well, you know, I have acquaintances amongst the locals here. Try to be neighborly with everyone is all. It's not just Baldy and myself, as you can see. Sometimes I come across things that'd be better off in other hands than mine.
A fine selection there.
Oh, thank you.
You got me, Highness.
see here. Sure, why not?
Why you? Enough.
That's that. One of them's going to be mad.
How thoughtful Zagreus.
Me given the choice. I thought I had you sorted, man, but maybe you just don't appreciate the finer things.
Had to do it.
Okay, thanks for a good laugh there, Zag. What was it I was going on about before?
Good enough to eat. Extra blessing. Kieran's shop. Pleasure doing business.
The riverboatman Charon is beholden to your father's realm, but seems agreeable enough for a fair price.
Centaur strength. Hello.
Murder. Murder.
Not good. I'm innocent. My keepsakes should help. Going up. Ugh, this heat. Eurydice, how can you cook so much with all the searing heat around these parts? Has it been magma flooded like this all the time?
The searing heat? I am dead, Your Royal Majesty. Searing's just a cooking technique to me. Don't need to sleep either. I can just keep cooking up a storm. It's not so bad. Sounds good. No problem.
Ooh, that's good. See you.
Later then, yeah?
I can't.
Somebody lose a spine out there.
Beat me to you this time, has she? No matter. With her blessing and my own, you shall be nigh unstoppable.
Dionysus won't mind.
Moving all too quickly for you, boss? Well, Dionysus doesn't, as you're probably aware. Throws quite a feast, though.
Stop him, wretches! Useless.
Got to use the fountain to get out of here. Good enough to eat. Moving on. Thank you, mate. Get me a better boon. Bone Hydra. Can I call you Bone Hydra? Lerny, maybe? Lerny, I like that. I'm empty.
Still there, are you?
I am indeed. I can use this. Another day or night in paradise. Next up. Baraffa grows stronger. Oh no.
That does not belong to you.
No time to lose.
Why? Help yourself.
Nice. You dust. Delicious. Artemis. Soul-sucking butterflies. For now, thanks. Thanatos?
In the name of Hades. Let's see who's better at this, Zagreus. What say we get things started?
Sounds good.
Once rearming.
Anyone there? That's a relief.
More bright swords.
choose.
Thank you, Zachary. Yes.
I thought we had an understanding, Zacharias, but this wouldn't be the first time I was wrong about someone.
Had to choose. Let's give her a show then.
Until you're dead, but there's too little meat on you to make it worth my while.
Time to hunt. Lord Hermes, sir, you've asked for nothing in return, and so please take this humble offering, because it's nothing, really.
Oh, no, that's awful kind there, cuz. No need to thank me, though. Not so profusely, anyhow.
In the name of Hades.
Sworn enemy. Asterius and I shall smite you back into the lowest depths of hell. Oh, demon, you'll be vanquished even faster than you've come to expect. Catch me.
I'll take care of this.
You and me, King.
That ought to make Theseus shut it for a bit. That shade there. Have I got a fan? Be seeing all of you next time, all right? What do I get? Can wash away my boons. That was Elysium. Just got to get through Cerberus up there. Let's take our chances then. Why not? Let's see what's in here. family. Found it already. Oh, what is this stuff? Zesty. Phew. Time to deliver the goods.
Not far from here, the dead begin their journey to their final resting place down in the depths below. And so the river boatman Charon often passes through.
Generous. Hey, Charon, mate. Wanted to thank you once again for the fine hourglass you gave to me before. It's been very handy with those wells of yours. Well, cheers. Should be able to get back through here. Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave. A fishing point. Now, just a gap.
The widely feared and many-headed Cerberus, the underworld sentinel, presides over the entrance to this realm, devouring whole those fool enough to make attempts to flee.
He loves to eat. Can you blame him? satyrs. Can't do that. Should fetch me something. Don't spend it all in one place.
Ah, so then the boatman Charon came through for us after all, did he? Whatever means we have to reach you, we'll employ.
I feel all tingly.
Princess Agrius once more offers to Cerberus one of his favored sacks.
See you, boy. Been waiting long?
This cold, white substance falling slowly from the heavens. Snow, they call it. Look carefully upon each fleck. Tiny crystals, but structurally weak. They melt. This surface realm, it is held up by mine.
If you're quite finished teaching me about this snow phenomenon, can we get on with brutally trying to kill each other here?
You wish to have your mortal-colored blood spill once again upon this bed of snow, then fine. Let us proceed. I can't.
this yourself.
I thought Achilles told you.
Optimus!
Oh, hi. Remember me?
Ends than that.
Oh, damn it. Optimus!
I have them in my sights.
Come on, get up.
All right then, boy. You've stirred my anger suitably by now. Come on and die!
I'm empty.
Someday or night you shall look back on this and thank me, boy.
Ah, he's strong, I'll give him that.
That's funny. Nothing on my list at all this time, except I could have sworn I saw you walk right out of the pool back there. I'll have to have this thing looked at.
I guess so. Father.
The triple-headed monster Cerberus is dutifully sitting there as ever.
Be good, boy.
Hello.
Here's the commission. I have this crippling compulsion to commission objects I am never ever going to sit on. Hey Orpheus, you've noticed the resemblance between me and Dionysus, haven't you, mate? I'll tell you a little secret, but you have to promise not to tell. We're really the same god. I love a good feast, don't I?
But Zagreus, that is a striking revelation, the connection you describe. I see it. I can see it now. To think the god of wine and you are intricately linked. It isn't obvious, is it?
Oh, there's more to it. A bit grim, really, as I'm a little older than I look. You see, the Titans, they once tore me limb from limb, but then my heart was saved, and that's where Dionysus comes from. That is the connection between us. You understand me, mate?
Your tale stirs my soul. It truly does, my friend. It is a marvel to me that such heroism isn't widely known, and I'm committed to the spread of all such truths.
Dionysus and I appreciate it.
I thank you for the lovely flowers, child. They make my corner of the house hospitable. Such simple comforts never were for me, and yet, now that I am surrounded by them, I have found that I enjoy their presence more than I would have admitted in the past.
I'm glad you like them, Nix. Though if you don't, just give the word and I will have them removed. Probably incinerated for good measure. Now that you mention it, though, how come you were always in this corner in particular?
This point is closest to the center of the house, to its foundation, and therefore to the center of the entire realm.
Makes sense. Mostly. No sign of Dusa. I'm much obliged. I think we'll go with this. I'm sure nobody's going to mind some lovely flowers there.
It is appreciated, child.
Can't buy that. A serviceable rug for a serviceable lounge. Looks good, I guess.
The ever-energetic prince, alas, remains incapable of sitting still, even with such a supple, comfortable seating arrangement nestled in his chambers now.
I just prefer to stand, all right? There. Coronact. Is this what you really are? Ready. Lord Poseidon.
I wonder what monstrosities await you near the surface, little Hades. There's your father's terrifying hellhound, for one thing. Ah, well, I'm sure you'll find a way to sail past whatever's in your way.
The power of the sea. Just in time. What else? Let me see. Over here. Hi, Aphrodite.
Hello again there, little godling. Let's get to it. I want what you want. There's no further need for words. Hit me.
Such darkness emanates from you, O son of Hades, that I once again did not entirely anticipate you would arrive just now. I suspect even your father must have difficulty keeping track of you through the domain he calls his own.
fabulous.
Security. Back to the lowest depths with them.
Hard to see in all that red. There. A hellfish.
Quickly decided, nephew.
Too good of an offer to pass up.
Sometimes I think that you're quite different than most all the others here, darling. And then you go and do something like this.
Aphrodite won't appreciate this. Chaos Bone switch to a new effect.
It is through times of difficulty that the love we share is tested and reforged. But you just watch yourself when testing it like that.
Heartbreak time. stones. Should work. Lots of corn there.
All of the love and beauty in the world can wither in a season, Zagreus. Remember that when next the goddess Aphrodite makes her promises.
I think I know what you're going to say. That Tisiphone.
Ah, I'm up. Hey, wow, you did it! According to my list here, it says you've died, what, 50 times at least? That's more than anybody's died around here, I think.
I'm sure you can catch up.
How goes it?
Oh!
Thought I'd put in a house contractor order to keep that codex of yours sorted, lad. Now that you know so many on Olympus, figured it must be a lot keeping track of all their blessings and such.
Yes, that should definitely come in handy, sir. I'm still getting a handle on everything I can do with all the Olympians' powers fused with mine.
Keep at it.
Oh, it's only you.
Are you the one whom I should thank for this most wondrous music stand, my friend? Why, it is positively splendid, isn't it?
Our renowned court musician ought to have the finest means available, I think. I'm pleased you like it, Orpheus. Though, tell me something. How can it play your music when you're not even here?
Who can explain the secret art of Daedalus, my friend? Know only that, whenever it produces music for your listening enjoyment, that the sound you hear is coming from my soul.
Amazing. And a bit unsettling.
Even among those born longest to go within the deepest reaches of the underworld, I have seldom encountered anyone so united with the darkness of this domain as you are, child.
United with the darkness? I've just been picking it up here and there, although for quite a while since you mentioned it. I'm not sure that I feel any different, though.
Surely that is not so. Think back on when you started all of this. You now know so much more, are capable of so much more.
Huh, I suppose. What's for breakfast? All right, then. Other side. Let's try this mirror stuff again. I've mastered that. Reach the limit. Mastered that. just beyond my means. Think that should do it. Aegis.
How's it going?
Keepsakes hold power. Me. Zeus. No turning back. What do we have here?
Your Olympus nephew would take care of one another and support each other. Quite unlike how it must be there in your father's grim domain. No wonder you intend to leave.
Disappear. Do your worst. Power of the god. What's... Change of plan. Coming through. Nectar bottle. I can take it. Master Chaos, it's little wonder all existence sprang from you, because I see the noble qualities in so many I've met embodied in you. Please accept this gift.
If it is unclear yet, son of Hades, I shall not be giving more to you in exchange for your repeated offerings. You give them to me knowing it shall serve no purpose and achieve no end. I know that there are some among both mortals and your kind for whom this is quite unacceptable. The rhythm of your visits here over the
Should be working soon enough. electric. Come get smashed to bits.
Dearest, I've known many gods and godlings through the ages, and I have to say, you're...
That is far enough.
Come on then.
I should not be the supervisor here.
Effect. What else is there? Deadlier than ever. Something I need.
Perfect timing.
Hey, sir.
They'll just come back next time. Oh, I'm hit. Highness, please take one of these and go. Then here you go.
Cheers, mate.
Yahweh, you're holy, wonderful, amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Asday. Thank you that we don't have to be outside right now with the sun being upon our necks. As a lot do today, and a lot did have the ancients, unless you were part of the aristocracy. Thank you that please reveal to us how much we're spoiled. And then may we use that spoil for the other. May we just call to, yeah. Like you have, Jesus. You took in your privilege. You took in your power and you have shared it. You didn't have to. You could have done it all yourself. The boom, crack 'em. Awesome power. But no, in your awesome power, you decided to share. And you call us to cultivate this good earth. So Jesus, please reveal what the text we're about to read to the ancients and in turn what it means to us today in the light of your resurrection. In your kingdom. In your cross. Thank you that it's how you rule, is in self-giving love. Amen. Go ahead. I'm going to take a big drink before I start reading. Exodus chapter 2, verse 11-25, from guerrilla to fugitive. During that period, when Moses had grown, he went out to his kinsfolk. He saw them at their labors and saw the Egyptians striking down a Hebrew man, one of his kinsfolk. He turned this way and that, saw that there was no one, and struck down the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. He went out the next day, and there 2 Hebrew men were fighting. He said to the one in the wrong, "Why do you strike down your fellow?" The Hebrew man said, "Who made you the man who is an official and authority over us? Are you thinking of slaying me as you slew the Egyptian?" Moses was afraid. He said, "Then the matter has become known." Pharaoh heard about this matter and sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from Pharaoh and lived in Midian. He lived by a well. Slay. There's slew and slay. They're the same word. It's passive. So this is like, he slew him. It's passive tense. Like had, you know, like. Yeah. He lived by a well. Now a priest of Midian had 7 daughters. They came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. But shepherds came and drove them away. Moses got up and rescued them and watered their flock. They came to their father Reuel, and he said, "How have you been so quick to come back today?" They said, "An Egyptian man saved us from the shepherds. He actually drew water for us as well and watered the flock." He said to his daughters, "So where is he? Why did you leave the man? Call him so he can have something to eat." Moses agreed to live with the man, and he gave Moses his daughter Zipporah as wife. She bore a son. He called him Gershom because he said, "I become an alien in a foreign country." During that long period, the king of Egypt died, and the Israelites groaned because of their serfdom. They cried out, and their cry for help because of their serfdom went up to their God. God listened to the laments, and God was mindful of his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. God saw the Israelites. God acknowledged it. There's a special kind of irregular verb, popularized by the British TV series Yes Minister, that describes the same action differently according to who speaks and who is being referred to. A well-known example is, "I am firm, you are obstinate. He is pig-headed." Another might be, "I am decisive, you are hasty. He is impetuous." Personally, I am decisive, but I have friends who will call me impetuous. Some are people who avoid being in the car when I'm driving. I make decisions and act quickly. The publishers raised an eyebrow or two when I said I would write 1,000 words a day for the Old Testament for Everyone series. Decisiveness is not necessarily a strength. You may just make bad, speedy decisions. These first stories about Moses make clear that he was decisive, hasty, and impetuous. His heart was in the right place, but that can be a mixed blessing. Clearly, his adoption did not mean he was unaware of his ethnic identity, nor did he come to share the official Egyptian attitude to Hebrew or Israelite serfs. He take decisive action, which he intended to be circumspect action. But in that respect, he failed, as he discovers when acting the same way the next day. It does not make him abandon his decisiveness. It is part of his personality. You cannot simply give up aspects of your personality. Subsequently, he does not sit by when shepherds appropriate the water some girls have drawn for their flock. Exodus does not comment on the wrongness or futility. Futility? Yeah, that's right. Wrongness or futility of the act whereby he delivers someone from being beaten to death, or on his intervention in a fight the next day. Nor does it comment on the property of the way he rescues the shepherd girls and on the blessing it brings, though it does use the verb rescue, which the Old Testament often uses to describe God's rescuing the Israelites from their serfdom in Egypt. Moses has ended up as an alien in the foreign country. You guys know what that expression means, as an alien in a foreign country? No, it's more of a foreigner. Like, or a migrant. Like let's say they're like, it's a different, alien's another word for migrant. So someone who is here, they don't feel like they belong. Like, we have a lot of migrants in this area, and they will say that they feel like an alien here. Like, shoot, you know, when I'm at the Vietnamese church, I feel like the alien. Because everyone's speaking Vietnamese, and I'm just like, hi, I speak English only. So, yeah. With a little license, Gershom could be understood to mean alien there. Was he not an alien in Egypt? He was in a better position than other Israelites to feel at home there. Rule's daughters describe him as an Egyptian, presumably reflecting the way he dresses and or speaks. Actually, Moses was never at home anywhere, with his family and his own people, at the Egyptian court, with his Midianite family, or in the Promised Land, because he'll die just before Israel gets there. He lives his whole life as an alien. Maybe that helps him fulfill the calling God gave him. If you didn't know the story, you would wonder about the connection between these vigilants? Oh. Vignettes.
Vignette.
Vignettes. We absolutely got that wrong.
Vignette.
Vignettes. A short piece of rhyme, music, acting that clearly express typical characteristics of something or someone. So
vignette.
Vignettes. Okay. Vignette. Okay. If you didn't know the story, you will wonder about the connection between these vignettes from Moses' life and the chapter's closing paragraph. Exodus isn't referring to another change of ruler, but summarizing the story thus far as background for telling us about the way this caused the Israelites to be groaning, crying out, crying for help, and lamenting. It is not explicit that they are crying out. All right, clincher? We're ready for clincher, friends? Okay. It is not explicit that they are crying out to God. They are just crying out in pain. But God has a hard time resisting a cry of protest, whether or not it's explicitly addressed to God. Abel's blood and the victims of Sodom's violence cried out, and these cries reached God. Now Israel's cry does so. Exodus uses three other words to describe their cry: groan and lament, underline the pain. The other is cry for help, a Hebrew word similar to the word for help, or deliver. The word points to the things it asks for. It would surely be so easy to answer. God only has to reverse two letters to transform the situation. Alongside the four words for pain, Exodus uses four important verbs about God's response. They come in pairs. First, God listened. It is great to have someone listen when you are in pain, But most people who listen to us can do nothing about it. In this case, the listener could. Thus, second, God was mindful of his covenant. Translations often have God remembering, which is fair enough, though the idea is not so much that the covenant has escaped God's memory as that God has not been acting in light of that covenant to give canon to Abraham's people. Now, God decides it's time to do so. God thinks about what needs doing. In the second pair, seeing matches listening. God had looked at the situation in Sodom and confirmed that the situation was as the cry claimed. And God does the same for Israel. The cry came up to God. God looked down the sea. God's acknowledging or recognizing that what is going on matches God's being mindful. Translations often have God merely knowing, but the Hebrew verb for knowing commonly implies acknowledging something, recognizing it, and doing something about it. This fits here. The vignette about Moses and the statement about God puts us into suspense about what will happen next. Yeah. I feel like we learn a new word at least once a week. All right, HR, have you had your fruit per agreement to having the chips? You just had it? Perfect. All right, we can start, my friends. HR?
Enough, I've better things to do.
Excellent. I have to pick a side.
I knew your heart was true.
Father likewise turned his back on me before, nephew, and we both know what has become of him. I'd caution you against this.
Well, that's that.
Oh my gosh.
And I think I shall let you off the hook and take you back under my wing for now.
Your father chose to sever ties with all of us and stew alone within his land beneath the earth. But you are not beholden to his actions. Fight.
Oh, finally. You know, Redblood, my appointments usually don't come to me, much less again and again. Think I'm here to show you a good time, huh?
Electo, I just like to see you menacingly smile. And hey, having to deal with you now and again beats having to fight Meg all the time.
You think dealing with me beats dealing with that weakling? Ah!
keepsakes. All set. Till next time, Tartarus. The Asphodel Meadows.
Yeah, you can say that. I think it's on my account though, so I have to log into my account. So click Steam. And Steam might be bugged out, so hit Control Delete. First, okay, yeah, right click that, or left click it, see if it'll open that. If not, there you go. Alright, hit restart Steam. Or you can exit. Steam's been very buggy since they released the Steam handheld. I'm gonna pop up Steam and probably when you log into mine. Alright, so you can see mine, keep going right. Nope. Alright, so now hit the plus. Sign in with QR and make it. You're good, sir. Oh, you just kicked me out of my game. Let me see if they'll let me. Okay, as long as that's there, we should be fine. We'll see.
Might as well.
No, it's not. At this very moment, it's not kicking me out.
In the name of Hades.
Certainly.
Feeling good. More to fight. Right on time.
Not that I really know exactly what you're up to, Cuz, but if I did, I don't think anybody in Olympus is aware of it. Or, if they are, they're keeping their mouth shut, the same as me.
Time to pick up the pace. Exactly what I need. I'll take this one. These witches again. Teamwork. What else we got? Wave makers. Curse of chaos has been lifted. Time to go. And we're off. Oh, good. Much better.
Oh, hey man, what is new?
I'll pay for that. You don't mind if I call you Lerny from now on, right? I'll take that as a no, not at all. Thanks for asking, friend. Lenny. Can wash away my boons. Get out of this Damn heat. I'm out. Not yet. I'm empty. He just grows stronger. Stay dead. Gods grant me strength. I'm empty. Good, come on in. That one's come back.
Hey man, I heard Athena had a word with you already, yeah? She's cool though, once you get to know her. Here, I got something that ought to suit her style.
That nectar also amplified one of my boons. They're making me choose. It's no use.
I am most grateful.
Oh, really? You shall find I don't take some.
Deft either way, I guess. Now she's angry. press on.
Alas, that passion sometimes drives me into vengeance, dearest.
Love it. Should be something useful here.
It would seem that the time for additional fun has arrived.
Ah yes, my favorite pastime. Getting butchered by a giant double-bladed axe. And sometimes trampled.
Then good. You have much to enjoy in store.
Tell Theseus I said hi. In the name of Hades.
Huh.
Not yet. They're slowing down. Not now. Can't do that. In the name of Hades. Aphrodite won't mind, will she?
You truly are an idiot, aren't you?
Oh my god.
I don't think so. Not yet. It's rearming.
I expected more from the Exalted.
All mine.
I saw your text message. Nice. Annika's? You're just up. Nice.
That one fully rearmed. You can't do that. Think you can stop me? Should come in useful. Fee.
You! Come, Hellspawn, and get destroyed by the two greatest fighters in Elysium!
word with our king, Theseus.
Mind asking him to tone it down a bit? Should I take the trade? One more stop. Good. I've reached the surface. Hit me, Daedalus. Just what I need.
Some members of our family do not yet fully understand just how precarious your situation is, cousin. My Lord Dionysus here. He goes about as though this is a festive matter of some sort.
Oh, come on, Athena, girl. You really mean to tell me that discovering a long-lost relative isn't a cause for celebrating right away? I mean, you can't be telling me a thing like that. Because if Zag isn't a cause for feasting, I don't know what is.
The goods. What a team.
At first I didn't know how to get through to that odd riverboatman Charon.
Here goes. You.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, I see. My bad. I thought that was legendary.
Tasty, sort of.
Yeah, you're learning the specials of towers. Yeah, well, you're finally figuring out, because last time you played, you focused so much on the on your ship guy, but it's like the reality is you can't be everywhere. And you're learning that, so I'm proud of you, my friend.
In the name of Hades. Back I go.
Let's get the 1,000.
This one, I guess. More obols, more suffering. Not bad. Found it fast this time. Now back to Cerberus. Okay, I'm good. Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave. I'm empty. Doesn't taste like anything. I'm empty. Dead. Another one of those especially gigantic vermin. Ugh, those things. Cheers to that. Let's see here. Some of Charon's wares.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock, my friend. All right, after the wave.
found. Combined power. Not poisoned at the moment, thanks. Pleasure doing business.
All right.